This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Thursday, they'll go up against the Trailblazers in Portland. Then on Sunday, they'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz.
And for their matchup with Phoenix, that's one to watch for. Fourth contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm interested in how those teams match up in the early part of this year.
Well, Greg, every new NBA season is characterized by a great deal of optimism around the league. Each team has it.
Yeah, these guys work really hard in the offseason. They come into the year with expectations and goals that they've set for themselves. Now, though, it's finally time to go out and execute.
Now, here's Paul. Jordan sets the screen for Paul. And Jordan throws it down.
Paul is so good at shredding defenses in the pick and roll. He seems to always be one move ahead.
Outside, Smart. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh, man, that's awesome. He's taking him to school right there.
Pass to Jordan. And here is Paul. He's guarded by Thomas. Outside, Pierce. 6 to shoot. Now Paul. Over Thomas. The shot's good from Paul.
You know Paul is looking for these shots, and as the defender, you have to be anticipating this.
Thomas against Paul. And here's Crowder. Outside Thomas. The Celtics need to get a shot off, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Paul surveying the floor. Down low. Here's Jordan. Can't get it to fall.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Thomas kicks to Crowder. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Paul. Crowder against Pierce. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Third and fewest turnovers a game. And they were in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really felt their players understood the value of a good shot, and the unselfishness was kind of contagious.
And Greg, with the defense they played last season, no opponent looked forward to playing them. You pointed it out. Teams did not shoot a high percentage against them. Now here's Thomas. Horford with the screen on Paul. Thomas dishes to Olynyk. 5 to shoot. Horford with the screen on Redick. Here's Smart. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, Smart, a dominant player in a number of ways, but consistency with the jumper, I think, would put him over the top.
Jordan with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Jordan passes to space. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Horford. Stolen by Pierce. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Thomas against Paul. 5 on the clock. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Master Olynyk from downtown. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. And so it's Pierce with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Ball against Thomas. Outside, Redick. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Connects again from distance.
And he's almost third now on the list of all-time three-pointers.
It's an amazing milestone he's approaching. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
Let's give them another round of applause.
And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Second, Jamal Crawford. Chris Paul, fourth.
And how about the work both of them put in from the foul line? Just such a consistent, dependable performance from both.
Celtics trail by 3. Outside, Crowder. Pass to Horford. Outside, Thomas. That's a floater go, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Chris Paul picks up that one.
You know, the thing about Thomas you like and admire, he's an excellent leader. His winning mentality is contagious, and he typically lays it on the line every time he's on the court.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Isaiah Thomas.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Paul passes to Jordan. Redick against Smart. Pass to Paul. Outside for Redick. Over Smart. Bank shot. No good. Boston trailing. Thomas feeling it out a bit. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Thomas. Good season for him last year. Last season, how about 22 points per, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
Now here's Paul. After J.J. Redick's miss. Over Thomas. Offensive rebound. Tries yet again. The shot by Jordan, no good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Smart against Spates. Smart kicks to Crowder. Horford sets a screen for Crowder. Here he goes. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Pierce against Crowder. Paul passes to Pierce. Redick against Horford. Spates with a screen on Horford. To the middle. And the slam dunk by Spates.
You know, when Redick passes like that, he makes everything easier for himself and his teammates, and I think he makes them a lot better as a unit, too.
Now here's Thomas. Horford sets a screen for Thomas. Pass to Horford. That's good, and it's Thomas picking up the assist.
Look, the most dangerous guy in the pick and roll is the guy setting the pick. He can do anything in that action.
Thomas against Paul. Spates with a screen on Thomas. Ball finds Spates. And the slam dunk by Spates.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Smart passes to Thomas. Pass to Horford. Olynyk trying to break loose. It's good. Horford's got his second bucket of the night.
Horford showing you what concentration and strength can do. That contact phased him hardly at all.
Thomas against Paul. Jordan with a screen on Thomas. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoner slam right there, guys.
Here's Thomas. The Clippers getting the bucket. And it's Spates with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Smart.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And the Celtics making a change here. Brown's checked in. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Paul. And that comes off the assist by Pierce. And the Clippers lead by 5.
The quick hands of Paul proving to be lethal.
Thomas against Paul. And finished off by Brown.
What an athlete this kid is. Brown, it's just fun watching him get up and throw it down.
Thomas against Paul. Jordan a screen on Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Paul dishes to Pierce. Over Thomas. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
One of those guys that's always in the present moment. Not much gets by Pierce.
Now here's Thomas. Olynyk sets a screen for Thomas. To the paint. And Olynyk hit the basket on the assist by Thomas. Thomas got 4 assists now tonight. Thomas against Paul. Pierce with a screen for Paul. From past the arc. Here's Jordan. And he banks in the layup. Jordan's got 6.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Thomas against Paul. Now Brown. Here's Thomas. Screen by Olynyk. Jacks up a 3. And Thomas is good for 3. 5 points in the game.
That's a shot Thomas is never going to be shy about taking. I mean, he's got confidence that if the three-pointer is there, he'll make it.
Paul kicks to Reddick. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Celtics have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Brown the pass to Horford. Horford double team. That evens the score. Horford's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, it's so hard to stop Horford when he's that physical down low. Most defenders have a tough time dealing with it.
Ball's not loose. Smart with the ball. Chris Paul covering. Pass to Thomas. There's 1:47 left to play in the first quarter. Smart misses. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Clippers. Crawford outside. Here's Jordan. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shot clock at 5. Reddick inside the line. Los Angeles with another miss.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Olynyk against Pierce. And Thomas has it in the corner. inside, and there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. A different look for the Clippers. Brewer is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Spates comes in for Pierce, and it's Austin Rivers in for Chris Paul. Jennings kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Brown. Crowder with it. Covered by Reddick. Just 4 to shoot. Crowder dishes to Mitchell. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. To the inside. Here's Spates. Rivers with it. Crawford outside. Spates with a screen on Brown. Deep 2 from Crawford. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Jennings against Rivers. Jennings kicks to Horford. Horford sets a screen for Crowder. He's looking for Horford and finds him. And they take the lead. Horford's got 8.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Al Horford getting it done for Boston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
The Celtics shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Pass to Mitchell, and stolen by Spates. Here's Felton. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And it's the Celtics with the ball. Their next game, playing at home, is the Nets coming to town. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Burks' shot is good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Anderson to the paint. It's tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. 3rd spot, the Celtics.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Get your ball.
Crawford against Crowder. Pass to Felton. Just 5 on the clock. Spates with a screen on Jennings. Here's Felton. Burks with the steal. And now it's Burks running. He can go all the way. Drops in the breakaway layup. Now it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Here's Crawford. The rebound by the Celtics. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking them.
Mitchell sets the screen for Crowder. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Clippers trail by 4. Pass to Crawford. Anderson, a screen on Crowder. Burks pulls it in. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And Crowder gets it to go on the assist by Brown. Crowder's got the lead up to 6 now for Boston. The Clippers have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Anderson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
That free throw good from Anderson. Greg, excluding the top draft picks, are there any dark horse rookies you could see exceeding expectations?
You know, DeJounte Murray could be something in this league. He's a long, aggressive, athletic guard who fell to the 29th pick. And at the very least, I think he'll be a solid defender.
Now here's Rivers after the miss from Jay Crowder. Rivers finds Anderson. Pass to Crawford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good. That would have tied it. Celtics leading by 3. Now Brown. Jennings taking his time here. Three-pointer. Crowder buries the long-range jumper. Crowder's got 5 now.
Rising up, firing with confidence.
Felton against Jennings. Outside Felton. Spade sets a screen for Felton. Inside. Got it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Spates.
If you get the ball that close, you kind of have to finish it.
Brown outside. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Mitchell sets the screen for Crowder. Bubbled by Crawford. Back to Crowder. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Spades has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him. Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And so it's Jennings with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. Mitchell sets the screen for Jennings. Pass to Burks. Three-pointer. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Burks has got his 3rd basket of the night.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Spades with a screen on Brown. Here's Rivers. And it's blocked by Brown.
What a denial. He was right on cue with that block.
Rivers against Crowder. Pass to Jennings. Down low. Makes it off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Felton the pass to Anderson. Back to Felton. Spades with a screen on Jennings. Got a piece of it. No good from Spades. Boston leading by 7. Brown outside. Pass to Jennings. Outside Crowder. Mitchell sets the screen for Crowder.
And he earns himself a trip to the line. That's a positive possession for this offense.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
He misses the free throw.
The free throw line's a great way to see how confident a player's feeling.
Boston making some changes. Olenek, he's checked in for Burks. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Brown. And the second free throw, good. Clippers trail by 8. Crawford outside. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
All right, a chance to see stats for Paul. Coming off a terrific season, he averaged about 19 points a game, 10 assists, and just over 2 steals. Well, you know that he can put points up in a hurry, and he leads this team in scoring.
Yeah, you know, I think he's got a great sense of how to keep their offense going and being productive. If somebody else is having an off night, then he kind of steps in and fills the gap.
Gerald Green, he's checked in for Crowder. Thomas outside. Rebound by the Clippers. Rivers with it, and Jennings picks him up defensively.
The craftiness of Paul really on display everywhere, but especially inside and forcing defenders to commit fouls.
Los Angeles shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
And that one falls for Paul.
Paul is truly the prototypical point guard. He's got a high IQ, takes care of the ball, and he prioritizes setting up his teammates.
Brown is checked in for the Celtics. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Kelly's checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Celtics leading by 7. It's Thomas on the wing, defended by Paul. Thomas against Paul. Just 5 to shoot. The kick out to Brown. The Celtics working the ball around now and taken away by Paul. To the middle. And it's sent back by Mitchell. Outside Thomas. Driving in. The kick out to Brown. Fires the 3. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pops it up for Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist. A big target with strength and bounce.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Jennings. Here's Thomas. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And they were a top 3 team in terms of second chance points. Boy, they are as good as anybody at converting on misses.
You talked about the steals, and defense really was a focus for them. They went out there with the goal of making things as uncomfortable as possible for their opponents. Clippers trail by 5. Paul with the ball. He has 5. Pierce finds Redick. Spates with a screen on Smart. To the inside. And Spates with the basket on the assist from Redick. Spates has got 4 points in the quarter.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Lynx sets a screen for Thomas. Down low. From 6 feet. That one wide left. The Clippers have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Redick dishes to Paul. Outside Pierce. Pass to Jordan. Now here's Spates. Now Redick. Over Smart. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
All right, fans, it's dance time. Get ready to lift.
And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. Third spot, the Celtics.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Crowder kicks to Thomas and taken away by Paul. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Pass to Jordan. Here's Redick. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's Crowder. He's got 6. Horford with the screen on Pierce. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot by Crowder, no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Now here's Paul. 5 points in the game. Redick for 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists tonight.
Boy, the catch-and-shoot shot doesn't get any better than that. Redick on the money. ATM time.
Outside Thomas. Busted. No good that time either. Clippers have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Redick passes to Paul. Pass to Spates. Fires from 18, and that one is good. Redick's got 5 points now this quarter.
Tell you what, with the long-range game Redick has, you can sometimes forget how good his mid-range game is, too.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Yellow man on the court is your white draw.
Celtics trail by 4.
2 minutes remaining.
And here is Thomas. He has 5. Inside, here's Horford. They can't stop the run with that one. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on 3 quarters here in the second quarter so far. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, that's exactly what you want from Jordan every night, in my opinion.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. .131 left to play in the first half. Off target with his 3.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Ball against Thomas. Jordan sets the screen for Paul. Over Thomas. And it's Paul missing. Celtics shooting 35% so far in the second. They need to move the ball around more and find better looks. Outside Thomas. There's the triple. And it's Spates with the rebound. Spates has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And Redick kicks to Paul. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Redick against Smart. 5 on the clock. Redick passes to Spates. Over Horford. No good from Spates. Celtics trail by 6. To the paint. And Crowder with the basket on the assist by Smart. Crowder's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Ball against Thomas. Paul outside. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Paul's got the lead back up to 6 now for Los Angeles. And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
welcome to halftime. And after 2 quarters played, some ground to make up for the Boston Celtics.
They were sloppy, gave the ball away too much, and that comes down to one thing: focus.
Oh, I'm sorry, Shaq. I was distracted. Focus.
Did you say something, Shaq?
Yeah, my focus was deterred.
What, did you say something, Kenny?
What?
Yeah, I said focus. I said focus, not I want to kiss. Focus.
And changing it up, my favorite segment, social media posts. Sneakhead Ahmed wants to know, what's the worst shoe you ever balled in?
I hit the courts in some slides last weekend. That was a mistake.
Oh, I can imagine. You got to wear something more with some support, like high tops, big fella.
Yeah, they kept flying off every time I threw it down.
Plus, nobody wants to see those big, scraggly toes.
Ew.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. DeAndre Jordan has been sensational.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
Thomas. Pass to Olynyk. Outside Crowder. Horford in the post. Guarded by Spates. Horford gets the bucket.
Horford beating good defense with simply better offense there.
Thomas against Paul. Redick with a screen on Thomas. Paul outside to the inside. Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
There's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
Horford with a screen on Paul to the middle and stolen by Spates. Paul against Thomas. And Jordan throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Here's Thomas following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Horford sets a screen for Smart. Clock at 4. And it's Spates with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Thomas against Paul. And the layup is good. And now it's a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 5. Buries it from 3-point range. Thomas got 8.
Outstanding display of pick-and-roll basketball, orchestrated by IT, the maestro.
Paul dishes to Pierce. Redick against Smart. Screen by Jordan. Down low. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, Jordan's size is part of the reason why he draws as many fouls as he does. They just have a tough time getting through his body without fouling.
Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good.
You know, Jordan, to me, is one of the more reliable bigs in the league. He takes a lot of punishment and rarely takes a night off.
That one misses. Celtics trail by 8. He hits Crowder on the wing, defended by Paul. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. Andre Jordan, number 1.
He didn't miss many easy chances last year, and he made the most of the tough ones as well. What a fantastic percentage.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pierce finds Jordan. Here's Spades. 8 points for him. Redick passes to Pierce. Shoots over Crowder. Los Angeles with another miss.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Horford with the screen on Redick. Here's Smart. Sweet little floater. Smart's got 6.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Thomas against Paul. Pass to Spades. Misses the 3. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up to Boston. Right side, Thomas. Now Crowder, guarded by Spades. Crowder, the pass to Olynyk. Thomas against Paul. From the line. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Jordan's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pierce kicks to Paul. Pops it up for Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special. And they pulled it off just right.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
All right, fans, give it up for Celtics.
A moment now to see the numbers for Smart. How he performed last season. He was around 9 points per last year. 4 rebounds and 3 assists. And really for him, it's about putting in the work and improving his game.
Yeah, and I think he wants to. It's one of those things where you either want it or you don't, and he does.
Here's Crowder. 8 points for him. Thomas passes to Olynyk. Smart against Redick. Here's Crowder. And it's good. 2 points. Crowder's got 10 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Paul passes to Spades. Pass to Redick. It's Pierce on the wing. Shot clock at 3. Shoots over Crowder. Here's Jordan. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Picked by Horford. Thomas passes to Horford. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 5 assists tonight.
Few bigs are better in the 2-man game than Al Horford. He can pop out for the shot, or he can roll to the rim, too, just like you saw there.
Really left alone that time. 11 points in the game.
Boy, they got a clean look there.
Celtics trail by 9. Outside Thomas. Pass to Horford. Over Spades. Horford, no luck. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pierce in the high post. Thomas is on him. They grab their own miss. Kicks it out to Paul. Pierce against Crowder. 5 to shoot. Bangs home the trifecta. Paul's got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles.
We talk so much about the passing of Paul, but CP reminding us here, he can shoot it too, guys.
And the foul on Paul Pierce. That's his first foul. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Clippers.
Substitution on the court.
Horford dishes to Olynyk. And here's Brown outside. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Clippers leading by 12. Paul with the ball. 12 points for him. Crawford outside and taken away by Brown. A finish and finished off by Brown.
This is part of what makes Brown so special. The ability not only to get off the floor, but to just stay suspended up there.
Now here's Paul. Spades with a screen on Jennings. Paul for three. Austin grabs the miss. Crowder's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's Brown with the drive. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Jamal Crawford picks one up.
And we saw this with Brown in college. Just has that knack for drawing fouls.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
Brown's potential really is exciting. I mean, he has the talent, I think, to be a dominant force in this league one day.
The Celtics making a switch here. Rozier's checked in. Allen Anderson's checked in for the Clippers. Austin Rivers comes in for Chris Paul. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Clippers leading by 9. Now here's Rivers. Nothing on the board. Here's Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Outside Jennings. Inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And checking out some numbers here for J.J. Redick. Some last season stats for him. First in three-point shooting, and he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And you're right. Not only did he dial it up from deep all year, he did it with tremendous consistency. That's the kind of three-point efficiency you want. Powell, he's checked in for Rozier. Anderson finds Jordan. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek.
Here's Horford. Following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Rivers surveying the D. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
That was a winning basketball play. Only good things happen when you draw a foul and get yourself free throws.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Reset.
That free throw, no good. And some changes here for the Celtics. Mitchell comes in for Olynyk, and it's Joseph in for Powell. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Wiggins is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And he's good on the second.
One thing you really love about this guy is how hard he works to be reliable. I mean, he wants his team to know they can always count on it.
nails the third. And it's Jennings with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Down by 15. Brown the pass to Horford. Nice ball movement by Boston. Out left to the wing. Jennings kicks to Horford. 4 on the clock. Pass to Jennings. Shoots from the corner. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And it's Brown missing. Clippers leading by 15. Redick passes to Rivers. Wiggins, a screen on Jennings. And the three ball is good. Rivers has got 5.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Joseph. Here's Horford. He gets it to fall from the right block. He's got 14.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Back to Rivers. Brown against Redick. Pass to Rivers. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Love seeing this aggressiveness in the interior.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here.
Rivers, 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And he can't get the first one. Burks, he's checked in for Boston. Gerald Green comes in for Joseph. The Clippers also making some changes. Tatum, he's checked in for Wiggins. That's Felton in for J.J. Redick. Good on the second free throw. 1:58 left in the third. It's Brown on the wing. It's back to Jennings. Pass to Brown. Green with a screen on Crawford. Here's Brown. And he uses the glass on the layup. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And how about the patience in that pick and roll? Brown operating like a seasoned veteran.
Anderson kicks to Felton. Crawford left side. Tatum a screen. Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. The Celtics second.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoy playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
And that one falls for Jamal Crawford. Brewer is checked in for Tatum. Good on both. Celtics trail by 17. Outside Jennings and stolen by Felton. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Outside for Felton. Back to Rivers. Shoots the 3. Rebound Boston. 55 seconds left to play here in the third. Jennings against Felton. Crawford with the steal. Shoots a fader. That one falls.
Saw that opportunity open up in the mid-range and took full advantage.
And it's Jennings with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 19-point game. Pass to Mitchell. Green deciding where to go with it. A three-pointer, no good. LA's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Brown against Crawford. Here's the three. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's DeAndre Jordan making things happen for the LA Clippers. His performance that quarter has earned him a double-double. Seems like he's been everywhere in this game. Right back after this break. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Los Angeles leading by 19 points. Outside, Felton. Brewer with the screen for Felton. Lays it up off the glass. Felton's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Clippers.
Nice job holding off the defense inside there.
On the wing, Brown. Back to Green. And it goes down 2 points. Green's got his first basket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Rivers. Green with the rebound.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone. And they pick up 2. And the Clippers lead by 21.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
Now here's Jennings. Pass to Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. Over Brewer. The rebound by Anderson. Clippers leading by 21. Now here's Felton, guarded by Green. Here's Anderson, a 3-ball. A rebound by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 rebounds in this game. Brown feeling out a bit. Puts up a deep 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Outside, Felton. Pass to Rivers. And here's Crawford. Misses off the right iron.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
There's Green with the 3. Rebound by Raymond Felton. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And the Clippers miss again. Celtics trail by 21. Right side, Jennings. Mitchell left side. Pass to Brown. Back to Burks. And here's Green outside. Boston again missing. Los Angeles leading by 21. And Felton is up top. He's guarded by Jennings. Now, here's Brewer. Crawford looking over the floor. From short range, nice touch on the bank shot.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And Boston has possession after the Clippers pick up 2. That doesn't go either for Green. Rivers against Green, down low. Here's Anderson. Burks pulls it in. Burks has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Jennings. Burks on the wing. He's covered by Anderson. And here's Green outside. That doesn't go either for Green.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Yep, that one goes. Brewer's got 4 points now in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Jennings. Pass to Green. Mitchell sets the screen for Green. Green missing again.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Crawford against Brown. Launches it. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
They need this one. Burks on the wing. Fires for 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
That was some big entertainment. Let's give them another round of applause.
So Boston ends up going with a new group.
Celtics Entertainment.
Ball outside. He takes it in. Jordan trying to free himself up. Paul with the bucket.
Chris Paul's got a real knack for absorbing contact, finding that defender's body, and still not letting that affect him or distract him from getting his shot up and finishing.
Now here's Thomas. Horford with the screen on Pierce. Here's Crowder. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Crowder at the line for 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good from Crowder. And here is Paul. Outside, Pierce. Pass to Spates. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now, here's Thomas. Back to Smart. Horford up top. Pocket 6. Nice ball movement by Boston. To the inside. And it's Spates with the rebound. Spates is...
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Boston shooting 43% for the game. Ball against Thomas. And Olynyk kicks to Crowder. He's looking for Horford and finds him. Outside Thomas. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Outside, Redick. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Goes up to get it and throws it down.
And the Celtics with possession here.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Crowder. And Crowder slams it in. Clippers leading by 22. Paul outside. Outside, Pierce. Pass to Spates. Here's Paul. Thomas covering. Paul can't get it to go. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Outside Thomas. And here's Smart, covered by Redick. Olynyk sets a screen for Crowder. And that one drops.
The D must be better, or else he'll continue to hurt him down low.
Thomas against Paul. Jordan with the screen on Thomas. Paul goes in. Here's Spates. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Well, the Celtics shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Now Thomas. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's Paul. Outside, Pierce. No good on the three.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Crowder finds a limit, and he comes up with the deuce.
Sticking with it, determined to score.
Kelly Olynyk at the line with one shot.
Here is Paul. To the middle. Here's Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, I love the pass-first nature of Paul's game. So good at setting up his teammates and endearing himself to them because of it.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Thomas against Paul. Olynyk, a screen on Paul. Thomas goes in. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Paul. Pierce against Crowder. Pierce the pass to Jordan. Paul outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Lynx.
Paul plays with such force and smarts combined. I mean, he looks for contact and does a good job of drawing fouls on the way up.
For two.
Shoot two.
First free throw is good. And so Paul nails both of them. The Celtics shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Jennings passes to Brown. Mitchell sets the screen for Brown. Kicks it out to Jennings. Rozier looking around. Shot clock at 5. It's back to Jennings. Takes a three. Crawford with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 23.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Clippers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for DeAndre Jordan.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Paul with the ball. So the Clippers winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, DeAndre Jordan.